Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your coach here. Been getting a lot of questions about, you know, certain aids like ergogenic aids, specifically a lot about caffeine, how we should use it, side effects, and our NCAA guidelines. So before we get, too far into the season, I want to make sure everyone has all the knowledge they have on caffeine, how it affects us, and what protocols we should use for best practices. So to start, ergogenic aids, they're defined as any substance or method that enhances physical or mental performance. Right? According to Guest, common nutritional ergogenic aids include things like creatine, beta-alanine, nitrates, and caffeine. And all of this is used to improve energy production, delay fatigue, and enhance overall athletic output. Among all of these, right, and we're going to talk about caffeine today as one of the most widely used, constantly supported by research, and it's the biggest question that I've been getting from all of you. So what does caffeine do? Primarily acts on your central nervous system by blocking adenosine receptors in the brain, which reduces the perception of fatigue, and it also helps increase alertness. For athletes, this leads to improved focus, faster reaction time, and greater ability to sustain high-intensity efforts throughout training and competition. And there's a lot of benefits with caffeine, right? And it's well supported with the literature that we have. So according to Sprite, caffeine ingestion significantly improves endurance across a wide range of athletes. In addition, Grigg also found that caffeine supplementation enhances muscular strength and power output. So you're looking at endurance, strength, and power, right? The big three. Caffeine's also been shown to improve sprint performance, cognitive function during fatigue, and is especially relevant in our sport, basketball. There are disadvantages, though, with all the advantages it has. According to Guest, excessive intake can lead to increased heart rate, anxiety, gastrointestinal discomfort, and of course, sleep disruption. Since we've already talked about sleep before and how critical that is for recovery, having caffeine in a time frame that affects your sleep may impact your performance overall, right? So taking it later in the day, taking it before bed, at the end of your workout, at the end of practice, isn't really advised. So who benefits most from caffeine? Mainly, obviously, endurance athletes, like we said, but for us, high-intensity sports like basketball is a huge benefit to all those athletes. So according to Guest again, and almost word for word here, athletes in stop and go sports, just like basketball, can benefit from both physical and cognitive enhancements that caffeine does provide. All right. When we're using caffeine, right? So we know it helps with strength, endurance, and everything. We know that it can disrupt our sleep, increase heart rate, anxiety. So it's good to look out for those. But the NCAA, they do actually have guidelines on caffeine. Athletes who exceed a urinary caffeine concentration of 15 micrograms per milliliter will come back as positive, right? So anything greater than that will come back as a positive test. Now, to do that, though, you need to be consuming about 500 to 600 milligrams of caffeine in a very short period of time. It's about 6 to 8 cups of coffee. So most likely, the average person would not naturally do that. However, if you do find yourself wanting to have those 6 to 8 cups of coffee before a game, that is not allowed on our team and is not advised as well. So overall, a recommendation here, based on the current research that we have looked over, and according to Guest, a recommended dose of 3 to 6 milligrams per kilogram of body weight, taken about 30 to 60 minutes before activity, is advised. Now, when you're taking caffeine and it's new to you, start on the lower end, assess your tolerance, look out for that anxiety, increased heart rate, and avoid using it later in the day, and use it strategically. Right? We don't want to use it every day. Use it on the hard workout days, the days maybe you're feeling a little tired from the workout before, just when you need that extra support there and aid for our practices. So in summary, Caffeine is the most effective ergogenic aid available, with strong evidence supporting its ability to enhance both physical and that cognitive mental performance. But it depends on the use, timing, and individual response. So use it responsibly. Now, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you want to do some of your own research, I did put all the references there in the description link, in the description of this video below.